What's up? So today I wanted to bring you a Game Genie code video, but I wanted to show some codes that, not a lot of people have seen before. I think most people have seen most of the codes on my website, but I wanted to bring you some that you probably haven't seen. That's where you guys come in. Back on that Super Mario Game Genie code video, you guys left me a ton of comments. So many comments. Too many comments. I got so many codes now. I got codes coming out of my ears. I went through every single comment in that video and I scraped out every single code that you guys left for me. And we're going to check them out today. Now it's clear that a lot of you guys have been using emulators and stuff because a lot of the codes have letters and stuff that aren't even in Game Genie. So I think an emulator is what we're going to use today for these codes. Right here I have a screen set up that you can't see, and we're going to be checking out these Game Genie codes using my handy dandy USB Nintendo controller. It's not just any controller either. It's a special USB made out of a real Nintendo controller. And these buttons are colored with real Mario blood. Oh yes, I gutted a Nintendo controller and I broke the insides. Just kidding. This was a completely broken controller. I bought one of those really super cheap USB gamepads and I took out all the guts and I put it in here using real Nintendo parts. But don't worry, I didn't sacrifice a working controller. I would never do that. But fuck, I want to see some codes. So let's get started. Our first code comes to us from a YouTuber named Dolly Nipples. Nipples asks, did you ever try the KOOPAS code? That eliminates all foreground objects after the first part of the screen. It even takes away the flagpole and the castle. Just run and run forever until time runs out. Nips is right. After just the first part of the level, everything is gone. It's almost as if the Koopas forgot to set up the level. The Koopas' plan was to let Mario run out of time. Or just bore him to death until he turns off the game. Our next code comes to us from Plate Shut Overlock, who said, try ZYYUUV. Note, only tried on the version that included Duck Hunt. Well, Plate Shut Overlock, I'm using the Super Mario Duck Hunt ROM as well, and you certainly have an interesting code here. When you hit a brick, it just kind of crumbles in place. It also seems to rain coins and spawn enemies all over the place. Just the kind of code I like. Whoa, Goomba? Are you threatening me? Our next code comes from Woodman, who says, STOPOG. It's graphics screw-upper. Screw-upper indeed. The graphics are fucked. Mario swims through the levels, and I'd like to think this code is a representation of Mario's brain damage he's gotten from staying underwater so long. Next, Y2K says, try this code, XLLUUU. Alright man, but don't be so pushy. XLLUUU is a code that will totally mess up the game if you hit any kind of coin block. It actually screws it up in a pretty trippy way that I don't think I've seen in any other code yet. It definitely increases the difficulty of the game and is pretty cool in my opinion. James Zabel comes at us next with a long string of codes. He says, I found the weirdest Mario Game Genie code ever! YSAOPE plus YEAOZA plus YEAPYA plus PIGPOG plus PIGGYA plus YALEKA plus yeah! It's super insane. Hell yeah, man, now we're talking. This code starts you out at level 8-1, and while there are a ton of codes in the mix here, I don't think I can really tell anything apart besides the yeah code. Yeah is actually a really dominant code that, in my opinion, shouldn't be thrown in the mix with other codes. I can't really tell anything apart here. It just kind of looks like I'm playing yeah on 8-1. The Super Hacker 00100101 has our next code. He says, go to 1-1, then while in 1-1, enable the KTIPOG code, then go in the pipe. Okay, let's do it. Code is off. Here we are at the first pipe. Just turn the code on, and here we go. Whoa, a new universe to explore. Wait, this looks like 4-2. I wonder if the vine is here. Let's check. Yep, it's here. Now, should we go up it? Okay. Shit! Okay, so not going up the vine. Just looks like a weird 4-2. Okay, now this is different. Okay, we beat the level. Damn, we're stuck now. Our next code comes to us from Oh Yeah, Mr. Krabs. He says, I tried FUKYOU and it made my emulator crash. Oh, sweet. Let's give it a shot. Well, this doesn't seem to be any different. Oh, wait. Shit. Fuck me? Fuck you. Our next code comes to us from these fine folks, who tell us to check out the code AISSON. Apparently it will let us walk through everything, and indeed it does. It actually will let you walk through anything from the left side only. This actually can get kind of disorienting, and personally it causes me to mess up and die. Still, it's super cool to have a code that'll let you walk through obstacles. Pretty cool that this includes the castle at the end of the level too. Our next code comes from Alyssa Tate, who simply left a code, AEGKEP. A mystery code. A code that could really do anything. Who knows what magic this code has in store for us? I'm so excited! And it doesn't do anything. Our next code is from ZYYUUV Maverick Hunter, who says, try tit sex. Yes, it's an actual code. Tit sex, tit sex, tit sex, tit sex. How about a little bit of tit sex? Hey man, you got a code for Game Genie? Yeah, punch in tit sex. Tit sex is actually a weird code. It randomly glitches out, and you think the game is frozen. But not always. Sometimes it'll snap out of it and let you continue playing a weird level. You might say this code slides in and out of the glitches. Our next code is actually a question from Dream Confetti. What happens if you type in Disney? Not shit. Jax Han asks, is nobody gonna talk about I love it? Sure, Jax, I'll talk about it. Some call this the Pac-Man code. It's said to make Mario's mouth open and close when you walk around as Big Mario. It's actually pretty damn creepy. Ugh. Our next comment comes from Justin M. 1789, who says, no kiddin', I just entered Suck Dick, and it makes all the mushrooms and fire flowers and enemies one-ups. This I've gotta see. Yeah, this code is legit. Mario really loves this code. Definitely the code to use if you suck dick at Super Mario and need 500,000 one-ups. Suck dick. Next code is from Jummy's Trash Pile. Jummy says, here's a funny one. Asshole. Starts you with 0 time and kills you instantly. Irony. Ha, yeah, this is an asshole code. Makes the level completely unplayable. Good thing we had all those extra lives from sucking dick, from that suck dick code. Next code is from Christopher LaRock, who says, VIVOAV removes every warp tunnel. 8-4 is impossible to play. I found this by accident. Aren't those the best kind of codes, Christopher? You either misenter a code or you type in some random letters just to see what you get. It's so awesome when you find a good one. So this code really does remove all the warp tunnels. Feels so strange playing the game without warp tunnels. Too bad you can't go through the last level of the game though. This would be a fun one to put on and try to play through the game. Next code from Geno2733, who says, Poopy has the same effect as number 1. Number 1 being the yeah code. Let's check this one out. Nah, this isn't the same as yeah. There's no LSD tripping. No seizures to be had. No Neo wake up, it's the Matrix foolery. This is just a graphics corruptor. A Mario has bad vision and forgot to throw those contacts in his eyes before he head out to bash some Goombas kind of code. Our next code is a double whammy from both YouTubers Purple Slime 678 and Fran0911. They suggest using the codes Yo Mama and Yo Nana, so let's check these out. Well, Purple Slime, your mama's up first. She's a bad girl that corrupts the game from the start. You can't step 2 feet in the game before she starts tripping and giving you a hard time. She doesn't make any sense. I thought I seen some whacked out codes in the past, but Yo Mama's crazy. I don't like her. She doesn't last long either before calling the whole thing off and freezing my game. Yo Nana has a much more sensible code. She's a little crazy, but still makes sense. I can't really see where I'm going with her though, and sometimes I feel like I'm gonna end up in jail. Cool codes. Our next code comes from whatever I don't care. Mr. Care says, hey guy, take a look at this code. AKYANA, Game Genie Super Stickman Bros. This code is a lot like Yo Nana. Weird code. Now excuse me while I collect my question mark blocks. Next code is from Dennis Bergman. He tells us, try VOZAP. It's really hilarious. Great to do as a prank on someone. Hell yeah, man, I love pranking my friends. All my friends are gonna be so pranked. I definitely do have friends. So many cool ones. This code really would be a good prank. It pauses the game whenever you press any button by itself on the controller. The buttons still work, but it adds the pause button to them, which is freaking annoying. I love this one. Next code is from 7Mario6, who says, "Try my code, Suglug, an alternative to Luglug. Power-ups don't move." Heck yeah, this code would be good to throw on if you have kids playing or someone who isn't very coordinated. The power-ups just sit there and wait for you to grab them. Nice. The Kev779 left our next code. He says, AIYIVY, a spin on PIGPOG. Sweet, I loved PIGPOG. Let's check this one out. I don't know how close to PIGPOG this one is, but what it does is send you back to the left side of the screen whenever you touch a block. Pretty cool code. Makes it hard as heck to get up the blocks at the end of the level. No Name says, Togepi code is better. Better than what, dude? I don't understand. Let's just check this out. Oh, better than EKGAIS. I get ya. But nah, this code looks like it just does the same thing as EKGAIS. Our next code is from Darksus37. He says, "Try zombie. I doed the investigation." Sweet dude, thanks for investigating that for us. So this code doesn't really do anything, it just kinda messes up the title screen. Freezes up the plain old Mario cartridge as well. Can't play it. Our next couple codes come from Chawcat Assassin 2. No explanations, just codes. The first one is NNAOIO, and it's a weirdo. It makes a beanstalk sprout from the beginning of the level. It also makes the music only play a few notes. The next code was ZYYUUV, which lets Mario only take a single footstep before switching screens endlessly. It's interesting, but that interest doesn't last long. Next, Akai Azul asks, "Dang, if yeah gives you that, what would fuck yeah give you?" I don't know, Akai, but now I'm interested as well. Fuck yeah is actually a real code. It screws up the graphics a bit and doesn't last long before freezing. It's a hit, but not a home run. Now for our last code tonight, I thought it would be interesting to choose one that I thought might be super interesting. It comes from Waffle Doctor 87, who throws together a string of super powerful Mario Game Genie codes. These are all really strong corruptors even on their own, so let's check this out. So who really knows what's happening here? I find it really difficult to move or really even think when all this crap's happening. The screen's jumping around, there's heavy corruption. Man, this is disorienting. I honestly thought this would be cooler than it actually is, but wow, it is fucked up. These codes freaking rule, dude. Be sure to tune back in for part 2 when we check out more codes.